Let's talk about modern learners. Learners today are under greater pressure than ever to develop their skills and language abilities. Whether working in a new project team, running a virtual meeting, to reporting on work performance and metrics. This digital transformation of our daily lives means that people are being expected to communicate more than ever, and in an ever-increasing range of different scenarios. Traditional notions of learning are disappearing rapidly, and learning itself is having to be adapted to meet the changing environments, and it's leading to a more just-in-time approach where individuals can get the right skills right when they need them. We are all, as you know, uber connected these days with our mobile phones and laptops, all with a dizzying range of apps and tools that are vying for our attention, whether we're ordering pizza, checking our bank balances, or learning a language. Technology is now omnipresent, and this is leading to businesses restructuring their organisation and workflows to get closer to their customers. It's leading to increasingly internationalised teams, and this is driving the need for effective communication skills, of which language plays such a key part. This feeling of a lack of time means that learners are becoming more demanding, wanting everything to be personalised and individualised just for them. Technology is fueling the speed of this change. With knowledge only a finger click away, learners don't want to wait for more traditional training methods, and they're demanding a training program that is flexible, on demand, and fits into their busy daily lives. Learning represents an opportunity to develop themselves, earn promotion, and help grow themselves. In short, learning has never been so important, and why so many companies are actively trying to build learning cultures and actively engage employees in the learning process. We know that there are many different learning styles, and each learner will know what works for them. Traditional notions of textbooks, manuals, seminars, and webinars are just not as effective anymore, as learning habits are changing and learners themselves are evolving to demand more. Learners expect to be actively involved and participating in their learning. And in the case of languages, this means using the language. But not just in a general sense either. Learners are looking for a much more targeted and focused approach as they seek to develop their skills in the situations they find every day at work. In short, learning becomes much more effective when there is meaning, and this is based on the learner's own experiences. This is called experiential learning. Experiential learning is the process of learning by doing, by engaging learners in practical experiences and reflection, which means they're better able to connect the knowledge learned on their own and with their trainer to real-world situations and practical application. David Kolb's experiential learning cycle is a great foundational approach to all forms of learning, development, and change. So it's in 4 phases. The first phase is the activity phase, and this allows learners to explore and discover new language. This is where the digital microlearning activities are so useful, and learners play and engage with new language content through the short 5 to 10 minute interactive and engaging content. This can be carried out on any device and at any time in the learner's day, whether on a coffee break or on the train to work. The next phase is the reflection phase, and this is so very critical to the learning. Here in the controlled phase of the live class with their personal trainer, learners will be able to have a go with the language and make mistakes, which we all know is so crucial to the learning process. They'll of course be receiving the support of their trainer with corrections, the use of examples, as well as providing alternative words and phrases. Conceptualization is about learners growing in confidence and trying out new scenarios. This happens in the free practice phase of the live class, where we've written role plays, simulations and discussions based around the theme of the class, where learners actively push the limits and adapt the learning to meet their needs. And finally, the application phase. So this is kind of what happens outside of the class when the learner is back in their own work environment. This is a key moment when the learner's transferring their knowledge and their learning into their real daily lives, using all of those newly acquired language skills, building confidence and becoming more autonomous and taking responsibility for their own learning. And this is where we see them making real progress with their language skills development.